Alright, we're back to Unite after a month-long break, just in time for the Feraligatr release. This Johto starter has actually been a really fun character to play as, and unfortunately the icon order of the crunches and the descriptions don't actually follow the same order. The red is actually the yellow on the description and vice versa, so in this gameplay here I actually messed up the healing and the defense shred order when I was playing this match here, so apologies. Here's the actual correct order. I hope I have this right this time, but I'll just put it on right on this video here. But yeah, this character has been a lot of fun to try, or has been a lot of fun to play the past 2 hours that I was trying it out in ranked. It has some pretty cool shredding and damage, as well as some fun little waterfall and dash ability. Unfortunately, the starting scratch actually does not go over walls, so you'll see me kind of balk into some walls initially in the first bit here. But yeah, just the amount of build-up you can do with this crunch ability from start to finish and then do up another one if you time it right, yeah, the crunch damage is insane with this character already, just being able to get multiple kills and a lot of burst damage. You also get a basic attack speed up when you use a crunch move shortly after, so you'll do your crunch and then you do a bunch of basic attacks in a row. And yeah, it just ends up doing a lot more damage than I expected it to, so a lot of times you just end up crunching people in 2 hits, maybe even 1.5 or something like that, but yeah, it's quite insane. Every time you do a crunch, it does give you a mark on the enemy opponent, or I believe also Wild Farm here. Yes, that is true. That comes into play later with the ultimate ability it has, and for the most part, it also has really good cooldowns as well, especially if you're at less than half HP with your Torrent ability. And you're able to stop your waterfall midway through in order to get some shielding, and also do a little bit of damage and a little bit of knock-up depending on the distance. If you do a waterfall hit against an opponent right next to you, it'll stun for a bit, but if you do it from a distance here, yeah, it does like a really nice knock-up stun for about a second, I believe. And yeah, here we go into a big fight here. Oh, actually not yet, sorry. I forgot it's this one after, but yeah, this character just has a lot of funny little movements with its waterfall. It's able to have some hindrance resistance as well, so you can kind of prep yourself up and also be able to make some really nice escapes with it too. Here, I'm trying out... Yeah, see, this is what I thought was the HP, but it actually is the defense shred, so... In a way, that worked out pretty nicely, because I was able to shred through most of the safeguard and the Wissy HP. And then, yeah, I was trying to get my health to work, and sometimes it wasn't working, so I had to spam through everything there. But yeah, it was... just has the potential to do a lot of big KOs in a row, and just, yeah, when you have a lead like this, it kind of goes insane. This character has a very bloody, gruesome, feel to it. You just feel like you're chomping through everything and nothing can really stop you. You really have to time your waterfalls well, as otherwise you just get hard CC gapped, and range and high burst CC and range casting would usually put them out, so... Yeah, it's kind of like a traffic light, this crunch move. Someone has referred to it to me as that, and I couldn't resist putting it on the thumbnail in the description. Yeah, the crunch system, you basically wait till you get the one that you want, but with how OP it feels right now, you can pretty much just keep spamming the crunch order. Because here you get purple, but if you actually spam the crunch immediately after, you get the next one on the cycle, so it goes from purple to yellow immediately. And then again here, yep, to red. You will get more damage if you apply all your crunch, all 3 on one target, so if you do that and then ults, you get a lot more damage, but here it's just, yeah, with the amount of damage it does with crunch alone, sometimes I just get into the point where I'm just spamming my ult and crunch immediately after. The waterfall is actually quite nice too, because you're able to determine where you move at any point, pretty much, when you first start it. So it's not like Covet where you have to like move and then turn. Like you can actually face another direction, then aim your waterfall in the opposite direction, and you can be able to move backwards if you want, like if you're not going the right direction that you wanted to. Apparently there's a tech as well where you can actually crunch mid-waterfall and able to turn back and kind of 180 turn to get more damage on farm, which is really nice. I didn't do it in this video, but I've had a few people explain to me that there is a tech for that. It's just getting slow bro ulted all pretty much all match here, but yeah, it's really nice saving your waterfalls for pivotal moments like that where you need to escape. And it actually pairs very well with eject button. I've had some really good escapes and also some really clean engages and chase downs and kills with them. It's I can't imagine myself using any other battle item right now with this character than eject button, because eject button just pairs so well with pretty much all of its kit. But I could see X speed, X attack as well. Potential for that as well. Full heal maybe. But if honestly, if you time your waterfalls well enough, the hindrance resistance the hindrance resistance I believe can usually get you out of tough binds. And yeah, it does a nice job of clearing waves for the most part. Really nice AoE cleave in a group, sorry. You can be able to pretty much chomp down a good amount of group farms as fast as possible. And also your jungle clears too. Makes for a really good jungler, but also pretty good laner too, I would say. The waterfall movement does take some getting used to. It's like tank controls, but doesn't hard turn as well as Covet does for Greedent. So you do have to kind of get used to how you steer with this character. But the eject definitely can help if you position it correctly during the mid-waterfall. I just love the waterfall animation. I honestly, whichever Timmy developer or animator was in charge of the waterfall animation, please give them a raise. Not so much the other devs that, yeah, well, I won't get into it, but all the other decisions that have been made with this game. But whoever group of animators were in charge of the waterfall animation, yes, give them a raise. It is so goofy, but it's also kind of really badass at the same time, so I love it. It's funny when you bonk into walls, though, I have to admit. I do that quite a lot in this first couple hours that I played this character. It's just like that. Yeah, I think it has pretty good objective shred, too. I unfortunately messed up the color, like I said earlier. I kept using red instead of yellow. Definitely shreds through farm efficiently, but yeah, I need to do more testing on, like, Reggie shreds and also Kyogre / Groudon / Ray. Kind of messed up this fight a bit. I had to eject in case the Blissey blowing ball was going to destroy me. This I messed up with. The waterfall, you really need to, like, stop your waterfall if you're not going to get the hit, because it feels like you trail off too hard and you just don't get the engage that you need. So, if you feel like you're not going to be able to hit your opponent with the waterfall steering, definitely make sure you stop midway just to get the shield, and then, yeah, just go back to chomping and crunching. Don't do what I did and just steer out of the way and leave your teammates to die. That's definitely my fault there, but yeah, it's definitely don't be afraid to stop your waterfalls at pivotal moments. And yeah, just the shredding this slow bro with the way this character works, yeah. The shredding and the amount of damage you can do in like a subsequent order is just insane right now on this character. Almost messed up the secure as well, but thankfully our good friend Greninja actually was on top of it. So huge shoutouts to our Greninja player. And yeah, very swell match. A lot of the matches, despite the usual randoms, honestly, the good matches that we had tonight with this character, it feels really, really good. If you're into the kind of like Greedent slash guard chomp, I think people are comparing it to right now. If you're into that kind of gameplay with a fun new kind of mechanic of like switching between crunches and in like a timely fashion, I definitely recommend it if you're thinking of maybe getting this character and plan to do the dailies to get it. But yeah, I highly recommend it. It's quite fun. You can definitely get gapped with hard CC and ranged, but if you have like a good level lead and you're able to like make some really clean eject combos with your abilities, yeah, this character is really, really fun. And can do, yeah, pretty much almost nearly 150k with over 20 kills. It's really fun. Yeah, thanks for watching. This has been a kind of first impression, first day of Feraligatr. I'll try and get some follow-ups if I can get some better footage, and now that I have a better understanding of the character. But appreciate you for watching. Appreciate y'all for watching. Have a good day, and peace and love.